This is a question from operating system. Contiguous memory allocation having variable size partition suffers from external fragmentation, internal fragmentation, both external and internal fragmentation, none of this. So in contiguous memory allocation, there is fixed size partition as well as variable size partitioning. So in fixed size, there is internal fragmentation. What happens in internal fragmentation is like this. Suppose this is the memory that we have. This is 100 MB partitioning. This is 200 MB partitioning. Now the size of these partitions are fixed. This is 300 MB partitioning. Now based on the allocation policy, if we are using best fit, then if a memory requirement comes for 95 MB, then that particular process, suppose say P1 gets allocated here based on best fit, but 5 MB is wasted. This is internal fragmentation. Within that particular partitioning, we are not fully using the available memory. Now, in variable size partitioning, there is no internal fragmentation. No internal fragmentation. But we have external fragmentation. This can be well explained by this. Suppose the partitioning is of various variable size. So there is no internal fragmentation, but assume since it is contiguous memory allocation, this is 100, this is 200 MB. So this partitioning is having 10 MB data. This partition size, this is 20 MB and this is 30 MB. Now after running, the memory becomes freed of this process as well as this process. Now this 10 MB is free, but this 20 MB is in use and we have this 30 MB free. Now if a process has a requirement of 32 MB, even though 40 MB is available, we cannot allocate this 32 MB request because we do not have a partition which can satisfy this. This is happening because of contiguous allocation. If it was like this, that is the 20 MB was here and the 10 MB was here, then we could have easily allocated this 32 MB to this 40 MB partitioning. So this is the concept of internal and external fragmentation, and in contiguous memory allocation having variable size partitioning, it suffers from external fragmentation. This is a question from operating system. Contiguous memory allocation having variable size partition suffers from external fragmentation, internal fragmentation, both external and internal fragmentation, none of the options. So in contiguous memory allocation, there are two types of partitioning. One is fixed partitioning and the other is variable size partitioning. In fixed partitioning, the partitions